Guess what? Tiffany Pollard, aka New York, is pregnant. Yes, it is confirmed that she is pregnant. And of course, we know this why? Because she's on family therapy with Dr. Jenn, season 1. And this is episode 5's recap. It's secrets. And it's entitled Secrets for one simple reason. Let's just be real. New York being pregnant is great for her, but not great for her in her relationship with her mother. Because we already know that her mom was like, you know what? If you have this baby, I will take it from you. So we have that in the back of our minds, and so does New York. She finds out she's bugging out because she didn't even have any symptoms. So she was just like, I had no idea. So she goes and sees Dr. Jenn. Dr. Jenn congratulates her, and it's just like, yo, so what are you gonna, this is really important now. What you're doing is very important. It's like, of course, now she has a bun in the oven. She can't just have her mom try to run her life the way that she's been able to do so up until this point. So after that, we get to Bam, and Bam's doing a lot better. And his mom, what's his mom? I want to call her April, but I feel like that's not her name. Or maybe it is. Well, anyway, April, we'll just call her April. April is so excited because Bam is starting to look like himself again. And his face isn't red and bloated because of all the alcohol. Because, it's like yeast, salt, all that stuff. It's slowly leaving his system. He's still detoxing, and he is definitely starting to look better. I mean, you can see the white part, the T-zone of his face actually looks white instead of just really bloated and red. And everyone's just super proud of him because, of course, battling substance abuse, especially as long as he has, and him being able to go into this house and really take it seriously. And I'll tell you how serious that he's taking it. He's speaking with Dr. Jenn right now, and Dr. Jenn is just like, let's dive into what caused this to occur. And essentially, we already know Bam was allowed to do whatever he wanted. He was allowed to go and basically act a fool because of Jackass and then Viva La Bam, and he was rewarded for it. And then it went from drinking and doing stupid stuff with his friends to drinking just to feel something. No, to feel nothing and something at the same time. It's like, damn, that's deep. That's not what he said, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but, and of course, once he lost his friend, it made things worse. We're all trying to figure out what was up with April's eye. April's eye was doing shows all of its own. I believe it was her right eye. And apparently she had some eye drops. And those eye drops, she put them in, and it just... And her whole, like half of her right eye is bloodshot red. And it was just like, Lord Jesus, who hit you? Who hit you? I'm sure that's what everyone was initially thinking. Who hit you? But no, nothing as crazy as that. And there's 2 sessions that occurred during this therapy. And the main thing that occurred that I want to talk about is New York. New York unveils that she's pregnant. And everyone's just like, oh my gosh. And Tiffany, of course, who's New York. Tiffany is just announcing it in this really epic way. She's just saying, I'm really owning my womanhood right now. I'm doing whatever I need to do to make sure that I get what I need for myself and for my child. And it's like, because she was like, there was one person who's entering this house that was already in this house. And they were entering through me. And I'm just like, what? Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, by the way. Yeah, and her mom's just like, her mom has this look of, this chick is not about to say what I think she's saying because she can't be because I didn't feel it. Yes, she's pregnant. And Sister Patterson, everyone's just like, oh, congratulations. And Sister Patterson had nothing to say. She was just like, and she was like, do not tell me how to feel. I'm going to feel and react the way that I want to react. That's what I'm going to do. You're just going to have to accept it. You're just going to have to receive it. If not, oh well. And, of course, Sister Patterson doesn't have to be jumping for joy. Because, look, a lot of things could have happened for her to feel the way that she did at that time. And she later goes on and talks to Dr. Jenn. It's just like, you know what? Tiffany can't be pregnant because I would know if my daughter was pregnant. I know when she has a headache. I know when she's about to sneeze. That's how connected we are. And aside from that, they talk with Damon. And I guess therapy, there's going to be a lot of episodes, but I find it odd how they focus on some people more than others. And how can you go to a group therapy and it's like everyone really did such a great job participating, but we only see maybe like half the group or 75% of the group actually get asked questions? Like, really? Like, someone please explain to me how that works. Because I'm not getting my money's worth looking at someone else that doesn't necessarily have the same problems or issues as me and just hearing them out, that's great. But when does it get back to me? The next time? Possibly? Someone let me know if I'm missing something, because I don't know. So yeah, they were talking to Damon. Essentially Damon, he has these fear of losing people. He has the fear of losing people that mean something to him. So essentially his loved ones. And the issue is that Damon has this thing where he's very guarded and very protective of himself and the close people around him, because remember, Aaliyah, baby girl Aaliyah, yes, the singer, she died, and then his mom died, and I think he was like, for both, he knew it was going to happen, or for his mom, he knew it was going to happen, and he was trying to do everything he could to protect her, but in the end, she still passed away, and so he's very guarded, he's also very driven, so as far as being emotionally understanding, that's not his strong suit. We all knew that. If you watched Growing Up Hip Hop, you saw that that wasn't his strong suit. And now we get to the details, get to, the of why. That's that. So I was like, okay, I understand that. They get to April and Bam. And Dr. Jenn did something really good that I really liked. She asked April, what do you want from Bam? What do you expect from Bam? Because Bam wasn't really there as a son to April. Once things got crazy, once he got famous, once he started to get money. And April's just like, I just want him. I just want him there. She was like, there's one time I got this call and it was regarding this article that was supposed to be done, this little segment on, celebrities' best moms, and they were calling me a great mom, and I knew it wasn't true because my son was the alcoholic, and he and I didn't have much of a relationship as far as us being close, because he was off doing whatever he wanted to do. Whenever he promised that he would do anything regarding me, it fell through, and I made up excuses, I covered for him, and I just accepted it. And so that's when Dr. Jenn was like, what do you want from him? And it was like, specifically, okay, I'm giving you dates. On Mother's Day, what do you want? I want him to call me. Just call. Just call. And I was just like, oh, poor baby. Poor baby. I mean, I felt bad. It was like, call me, but not just call me. Also, have dinner. We can have dinner together. On Mother's Day, on my birthday, I just want him there. And then Bam was like, well, I have something to be truthful about myself. And when I came in here, I actually brought a bottle. And it was actually a safety bottle. And essentially about alcohol. And essentially it was me showing that I had restraint and had willpower to not go and open it up and drink it once things got hard or difficult. And Bam was right, because he told them, everyone was proud of him for the fact that he had it. No one knew it. I'm thinking to myself, Dr. Jenn must be like, okay, someone's ass is getting fired, because how in the hell did that get past security? That's what I'm thinking too, because they found New York's thing, and yet Bam is the alcoholic, and he got this. What? Are you kidding me? But again, shout out to Bam for having the willpower to abstain and then to be truthful enough to go and divulge the fact that he had it there. And he actually had to go look for it because he didn't remember exactly where it was. And I was like, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Because that's a big stepping stone. That is a big stepping stone. There's people with, I guess, not severe addictions who put in less the amount of work that someone like Bam's trying to do, because he really does need to get his life back on track for feeling the fact that New York is pregnant. And I'm thinking it's because she didn't know about it and she was blindsided. That's why I'm thinking she probably feels a certain way about it. Michael's just saying how proud he is of Bam, and also that it was kind of weird, Sister Patterson's reaction. I'm just like, this is the one time I agree with Sister Patterson. Let her react how she wants to react. New York is talking in therapy with her mom and Dr. Jenn. And things get awkward because I already told you, but now it's confirmed that Sister Patterson vocalizes the fact that if New York is pregnant, even though because she didn't feel that New York is pregnant, she can't be pregnant, then the baby would be mine. I'm just like, oh, okay. Now, there was an exercise done, if you guys were following the show so far, prior, that everyone went and wrote down some things about themselves, and they brought in a guy to come and analyze their writing. Now, this segment was awesome, and you know what? For those who don't know it, also executives have people come in and do this to them as well, because that also helps them become better leaders, become better managers. All of that help to run the company better, because first, at the end of the day, people are running these companies. Because people are running these companies, you have to think to yourself, all right, if that person's flawed and I don't know it, think of how badly things could be going at that company as a result. So I think it was really cool that they had, and again, he analyzed how they wrote their letters, and he picked out certain letters like T's, K's, D's, and he was like, Bam has pretty handwriting, and so he was like, you know, for example, you don't necessarily care what people think about you. You more so care about general respect than actually being liked. And you know what? I'm not mad at that, because a lot of people care so much about generally being liked that they go the extra mile of being fake and phony and borderline letting people run all over them instead of standing up for themselves, or at least being honest. So there was that. They analyzed April, and he was just like, you know, April, at the end of the day, how you draw this means that you actually, you're very caring, but to the point where it's overbearing and smothering, and so he's going to rebel as a result. And I'm like, I can see that. I can see that. And I'm glad that they were both receptive to what he was saying, because this guy was great. He was holding those bars. He went to Damon, and he was just saying how, Damon, you're afraid. You know, you're actually afraid and you're very cautious. And Dr. Jenn had to interject because Damon was just like, you know, I don't fear anything. I'm not scared of anything. It's like, no, it's not necessarily just regular fear. It's you making sure that things don't blow up or things don't go south. And so maybe you overcompensate and you kind of forget that people aspect that's really important. And it's just funny because his brothers are just there like, When they went to Michael and Dina, it was crazy. You know, Lindsay Lohan's parents, he was basically just like, both of y'all are in denial. Dina, you especially. But both of you are in denial. Dina, you kind of live in your own world. Clearly this means that you kind of create what you think is the truth, even if it's not. And I'm just like, damn. Nailed it. Nailed it. And Michael is just like, I love this guy. You know, I'm accepting everything because as long as it's not coming from Dina, I can accept, you know, negative comments. He goes to Sister Patterson. And everyone's cackling. They're just like, it was like, Sister Patterson, at the end of the day, here's your problem. You want to control your daughter as well. You're overbearing, you're this, you're that, I can't deal with you, I ain't effing with you, you're not in my clique. And Sister Patterson is matching him word for word. It's like, you know, don't judge me over some damn writing. It's like, well, that's my job. It's like, yeah, that's your job, well, go to someone else. How am I going to go to someone else? I just said you're confrontational and you're being confronting me right now, consistently. And I love the fact that this guy was not stopping. He met his match. I mean, she met Sister Patterson met her match when she met with this guy, because I think she realized it. And then they went over to Tiffany, and they were just like, Tiffany, here's the thing. You get rewarded for your negative behavior. And I was like, nailed it. Again, he nailed it. Of course she gets rewarded for her negative behavior. Look at all the reality shows and things that she's been a part of and that she's been on. And it was all for her acting a damn fool. I don't care what anyone says. She acted a damn fool. She was great for television, but she acted a damn fool. And as a result, the ratings would go up. More people talked about it. Her name in lights everywhere. So yes, she is someone that got rewarded for bad behavior. And after all that is said and done, New York, Tiffany isn't feeling well because of the fact that she's pregnant and she didn't realize she was pregnant, but the stress of the therapy and, dealing with her mom during the therapy, it's getting to her. So Dr. Jenn's really nervous and wants to take her out of the house and to a hospital so that no one can say that she did not take care of them while they were under her roof. Now, next week looks like it's going to be good because it looks like it's going to be Brittany and Brianna are going to confront their demons. And when I say their demons, I mean their mom's demons. Their mom has a secret that's going to be unveiled. And I think, I don't know why. I feel like it might be something like terrible, like maybe she was raped or violated or something like that. I feel like it could be something like that. I really think so. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, shout out to Thick Chick Vlogs for subscribing. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Her, Ashley Miller, The Scorpion Show, Forts Rocks. I watch Justin J from time to time. Trini Trent, even though I agree with 50 to 75% of what he says. Still good. It's good to watch people who you don't necessarily agree with. Groupthink is never a good thing. It never is. You need someone to be that opposing force, as long as they're not too far left. Alright, that was it, y'all. Watch Family Therapy at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Right before Empire.